You hit the gym. You crush your workouts. You're drowning in sweat and the fat's still there. At this point, you're wondering, does my body even want to change? Here's the hard truth. You're stuck because you're chasing fat loss the wrong way. And no, working out harder isn't the answer. Most people think fat loss is about burning more calories in the gym. Just run more, sweat more, suffer more. But here's the kicker. Exercise doesn't burn nearly as many calories as you think. 30 minutes of running, maybe 300 calories gone. That's a muffin. After that workout, you move less for the rest of the day. That's your body's sneaky way of conserving energy. It's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Fat loss isn't won in the 1 hour you spend in the gym. It's lost in the other 23 hours you're barely moving and mindlessly eating. Want the brutal math? You burn more calories walking throughout your day than in that intense workout. But if you're glued to a chair, scrolling TikTok, and rewarding yourself with earned snacks, the math never adds up. It's not that you're not trying hard enough, it's that you're being sabotaged by hidden calories. That healthy smoothie, it's a milkshake in disguise. The handful of nuts, that's 200 calories faster than you can blink. And don't even get me started on liquid calories. If you're serious about fat loss, you don't need to exercise more. You need to eat less without realizing it. That means smarter meals, higher protein, and staying full on fewer calories. The fastest way to lose fat: 1. Stop relying on workouts to burn it off. One brutal truth: most workouts only burn around 300 to 500 calories. That's a single snack. You cannot outrun a bad diet. 2. Increase your daily movement. 10,000 steps a day is a game changer. That's about 400 to 500 extra calories burned per day, depending on your weight and pace. Over a week, that's an entire pound of fat burned without a single workout. 3. Build muscle. Not because it burns fat directly, but because it makes you look better as the fat comes off. And here's the bonus. Every pound of muscle you gain burns an extra 6 to 10 calories per day at rest. Build 5 lbs of muscle, and you're burning up to 50 extra calories daily doing nothing. Over time, that's the metabolic advantage you've been missing. Stop quitting just because the fat isn't melting off fast enough. Fat loss is simple. It's a patience game. Work out to build muscle. Move to stay active. Eat like you respect your goals. Keep playing that game long enough, and you'll win, guaranteed. You hit the gym, you show up day after day. You load the bar, finish your sets, and walk out soaked in sweat with your heart pounding and your lungs on fire. You feel like you did everything right, and then you look in the mirror. The fat is still there. At first, you tell yourself it's normal. You say it just takes time, but weeks pass, then months. The scale barely moves. Your clothes fit the same, and a quiet, frustrating thought starts creeping into your mind. Does my body even want to change? Here's the truth most people never hear. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're not stuck because you're not trying hard enough. You're stuck because you're chasing fat loss the wrong way. And no, working out harder is not the solution. Most people are taught that fat loss is about burning more calories in the gym. Run longer, sweat more, push harder, suffer more. The fitness world loves this idea because it keeps people exhausted and confused. But the reality is much simpler and much more brutal. Exercise does not burn nearly as many calories as you think. That intense 30-minute run you hate so much might burn 300 calories. A hard lifting session might burn 400, maybe 500 if you really push it. That's it. That's a muffin. That's a fancy coffee. That's a snack you didn't even think about. And it gets worse. After you finish that workout, your body doesn't reward you the way you expect. Instead, it quietly fights back. You sit more. You move less. You rest longer because you feel like you earned it. Your body's job is survival, not looking lean, so it tries to conserve energy whenever it can. This is called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. It's all the calories you burn from walking, standing, pacing, cleaning, and moving without thinking about it. Wet. And NEAT drops, fat loss stalls. That's why fat loss isn't decided in the 1 hour you spend in the gym. It's decided in the other 23 hours of the day. The hours you're sitting, the hours you're barely moving, the hours you're scrolling on your phone, watching videos and rewarding yourself with food because you worked out earlier. The brutal math is simple. You burn more calories casually moving throughout your day than you do in most workouts. Walking, standing, taking stairs, and staying active adds up far more than one hard training session. But if you're glued to a chair all day and relying on your workout to fix everything, the math never works. It's not that you're not trying hard enough, it's that you're being sabotaged by hidden calories. That healthy-looking smoothie is often a milkshake in disguise, packed with fruit, nut butter, oats, and honey. That small handful of nuts can be 200 calories in seconds. A splash of oil or sauce can quietly add another 100 calories without you noticing. Liquid calories are even worse because your body doesn't register them as food. You don't chew them, they don't fill you up, but they still count if you're serious about fat loss. You don't need to punish yourself with more exercise. You need to eat less without feeling like you're eating less. That means choosing foods that keep you full on fewer calories. Higher protein, more volume, simpler meals. Fat loss doesn't come from suffering, it comes from strategy. Most workouts burn only 300 to 500 calories, which is easy to erase with one careless snack. You cannot outrun a bad diet, no matter how hard you train. Exercise is important, but its real purpose is building muscle, strength, and confidence, not burning off overeating. The real fat loss happens when you increase your daily movement. Hitting around 10,000 steps a day can change everything. Depending on your size and pace, that can burn 400 to 500 extra calories every day. Over a week, that's roughly a full pound of fat burned without adding another workout. Building muscle also matters, not because it magically melts fat, but because it changes how your body looks as the fat comes off. Muscle gives shape and definition. Two people can weigh the same and look completely different because of muscle. Every pound of muscle you gain burns a small number of extra calories each day at rest. It doesn't sound impressive at first, but over time it adds up. 5 pounds of muscle can mean burning dozens of extra calories every day without doing anything at all. That's the long-term advantage most people never build. The biggest mistake people make is quitting too soon. They expect fat to melt off quickly, and when it doesn't, they assume something is wrong. Fat loss isn't dramatic. It isn't fast. It's quiet, boring, and repetitive. It's about showing up, staying patient, and respecting your goals with your choices. Work out to build muscle. Move more throughout your day. Eat in a way that supports the body you want. Do that long enough and something changes. The scale starts to move. Your body starts to look different. Your confidence grows. And one day, you realize you were never broken at all. You were just playing the wrong game. Play the right one long enough and you will win. Guaranteed. You hit the gym. You show up consistently. You push through tough workouts, your shirt soaked in sweat, your muscles burning, your heart racing. You feel like you're doing everything right. You walk out tired but proud, convinced that today moved you closer to the body you want. Then days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. You step in front of the mirror, and the reflection stares back unchanged. The fat is still there, the definition you expected hasn't shown up. And slowly, quietly, doubt creeps in. You start asking yourself if your body is broken, if it even wants to change at all. The truth is uncomfortable, but it's also freeing. You're not failing because you're lazy. You're not failing because you lack discipline. You're not failing because you're not pushing hard enough. You're stuck because you're chasing fat loss the wrong way. And no matter how badly you want to believe it, working out harder is not the answer. Most people are taught that fat loss comes from burning calories in the gym. Run longer, lift heavier, sweat more, suffer more. The fitness industry thrives on this belief because it keeps people exhausted, frustrated, and constantly chasing more effort. But here's the reality most people never want to face. Exercise does not burn as many calories as you think. A hard 30-minute run might burn 300 calories. An intense lifting session might burn 400, maybe 500 on a great day. That's it. That's a muffin. That's a coffee drink. That's a small snack you didn't even notice yourself eating. And it doesn't stop there. After that workout, your body quietly fights back. You sit down more, you move less, you rest because you feel like you earned it. Your body is incredibly smart, and its priority is survival, not looking lean. When you burn energy through exercise, it compensates by conserving energy for the rest of the day. This is known as non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. It includes all the calories you burn from walking, standing, pacing, cleaning, and moving without thinking. When NEAT drops, fat loss slows down or completely stalls. That's why fat loss isn't decided in the 1 hour you spend training. It's decided in the other 23 hours of the day. The hours you spend sitting, the hours you barely move, the hours you scroll on your phone, watch videos, and snack mindlessly because you believe your workout gave you permission. The math is brutally simple. You burn more calories from staying active throughout your day than you do in most workouts. Walking, standing, taking stairs, and moving frequently add up far more than an intense session in the gym. But when you're glued to a chair all day and relying on exercise to fix everything, the numbers never work in your favor. It's not that you're not trying hard enough. It's that you're being sabotaged by hidden calories. That healthy smoothie can easily turn into a milkshake packed with fruit, nut butter, oats, and honey. That innocent handful of nuts can hit 200 calories in seconds. A splash of oil, sauce, or dressing quietly adds another 100 calories without you realizing it. Liquid calories are especially dangerous because your body doesn't register them as food. You don't chew them, they don't fill you up, but they still count just the same. If you're serious about fat loss, you don't need more punishment. You don't need longer workouts or extreme cardio sessions. You need to eat less without feeling like you're eating less. That means choosing foods that keep you full on fewer calories. Higher protein, more fiber, more volume. Simpler meals that support your goals instead of fighting them. Fat loss doesn't come from suffering. It comes from awareness and strategy.